A big time guest today. I mean, come on. Back to back Oklahoma Gatorade Player of the Year. Allyssa Parker, the number one pitcher in the 2025 class. And she's an Oklahoma kid out of Pocola, Oklahoma. And her OU career is set to begin in just a few months. Alyssa, you've played high school ball, you've played travel ball, you've gone through the recruiting process. Has it hit you? And how does that sound that your OU career is about to officially begin here in a few months?
I mean, it's actually crazy. I mean, I'm super excited. It's kind of just unreal. I don't think it's hit me yet that, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be going in a few months, starting, that amazing journey in my life, and I'm just super excited.
Well, kind of get us caught up with you because you just finished playing high school softball. So what does that summer look like for you in an incoming freshman? Are you playing travel ball? What are you doing to get ready for OU? Just what's this summer look like for you?
Well, I just got back from Kansas City from being up there for two
Mm-hmm.
weeks. So I just play for the Aces out of Kansas City. We're going to be traveling, playing a lot of teams that have those Texas, UCLA, all those commits. So we're going to be playing some great competition, kind of getting me ready for the fall and, getting prepared for OU. So I'm just really excited. This summer really prepares me, and I have to
Mm-hmm.
just, work hard and get ready.
Yeah, well, your teammates with Lexi McDaniel, who's in your incoming recruiting class, which we'll talk about her and the rest of the incredible class with the rest of you that's coming in. But let's kind of go back with you. Let's start at the beginning. And yes, you're also a basketball star. We'll talk about that too. But why softball? Like, why softball as a kid? Why did you choose to pursue that sport?
It was really just I just fell in love with it. It was just something because I'm a person I really like to compete, and that's really
Mm-hmm.
what softball is all about. I just like to go out there and put it all out in the field, and there's never a moment in softball where you're not competing. So I just really fell in love with it, and I, wanted to do it for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Well, you got the OU shirt on. Clearly, we can't wait till you get to Norman. Did you grow up an OU fan? Did you grow up an OU softball fan? Like, what does your fandom look like?
Oh yeah, I've always been an OU softball fan. I mean, there's a picture of me. I was young. I don't know exactly what age I was, but it was me with Paige Parker when they went and played in Arkansas. So it's always been a dream of mine.
Who was maybe your favorite player or players growing up watching this program?
It was definitely Paige Parker, just
Mhm.
because she was a pitcher, I was a pitcher. I was like, wow, she's really good. So anytime she was playing, I was watching.
Yeah. Well, so you grow up as a fan. You grow up, watching Paige Parker, and she's basically pitching every single inning one year and leading OU to a national championship. But what was that like growing up an Oklahoma kid, an Oklahoma fan, and then the first time OU reached out? Can you take us through what that looked like and what that experience was like for you?
It was actually pretty funny. So they just changed this rule this year, but like when it was my junior year, the rule was if I was to go on an official visit, they could call me 5 days prior, and I had no awareness of that rule whatsoever. So she had called me. I was in church. It was a random number, so if I was in church, so I declined it. And then later that day, I'm eating, and it calls me again, and I decline it. And then I'm sitting in my bed. It calls me again, so I'm like, I really need to answer this because I've called me 3 times already. I answer and it was like, "Hey, Alyssa, it's Coach Gasso." My jaw dropped. It was actually insane, but I really didn't know how to feel. I kind of just ran to my mom in the living room and I was like, "Coach Gasso's on the phone." It was really insane, and it was really like all my hard work had paid off, and it felt really good.
So you sent Coach Gasso to voicemail a couple of times then.
I
I don't know if she
did. I
reminds you of
did.
that, but but I can't imagine that. Like she's the face of this program. I would argue right now, probably the face of the entire sport. So you had heard her voice before, but hearing that voice for the first time, I'm gonna guess that's probably a moment that you'll never forget.
Oh no, never.
Mhm.
It was actually insane.
Yeah. Well, once you went through the recruiting process and you got recruited by other schools and maybe you took visits to other schools, yes, you grew up being familiar with the program. Yes, you grew up rooting for the program. But was there like a biggest reason to the why OU question, why you chose Oklahoma?
I mean, one, campus is absolutely beautiful. I really loved it up there. I felt comfortable up there. And the coaching staff, I really love. I mean, Coach Rocha is amazing. She is, I mean, I would say probably the best pitching coach in the country.
Hmm.
And then JT, he's amazing, and also Coach Gasso. I mean, and also the community, the fans that they have. I mean, I just fell in love with the whole thing.
What was signing day like? You've been committed. You knew you were going there. I'm sure nothing was going to change your mind, but it's a little bit different when you sign a document and that's official. So, what did that day feel like when you put, I'm guessing, still put pen to paper and say, I'm a Sooner?
I mean, it was still kind of like, I don't know. I can't really. It was emotional. It was a very emotional day
Yeah.
with my family because they were just like, it's real. Like it
Mhm.
kind of just hits you when you do sign the paper. So it was really cool.
Well, what was this past season like for you? You had incredible numbers. Your team had an incredible year, but you're going to Oklahoma, and with the team that was so young last year, you know that last year's team you're going to be playing with the majority of that roster. So your focus is on your high school season and your teammates. Did you try to keep up though with Oklahoma as much as possible, and how often were you able to kind of keep track of what was going on during their season?
So I would just watch. I would go to games whenever I could. I mean, it's only like 2.5, 3 hour drive. So I had a weekend off. I would be at the games and I was just watching, keeping up, keeping in touch. And I'm really excited to go.
Yeah. Well, you're also a basketball star as well. I think these stats are right. Over 30 points per game at state this last year, over 2,500 career points in your basketball career. I mean, that's insane. Now with softball, do you think you're going to miss basketball a little bit, even though this incredible journey is ahead for you?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I have another all-state basketball game coming at the end of July.
Yeah.
So I know when it's my last time to step on a court, I'm gonna be like, dang, it sucks. But I mean, I've always been the type of person when it's that season, when it was basketball season, I put my all into basketball season. Of course, I was still, working hard on pitching and hitting and all just the core mechanics of softball. But when it was basketball season, I was giving my all into basketball.
Yeah. Well, I asked you kind of how much you were able to keep track of this past season, and you know, I would argue and have argued that they graduated the greatest senior class in college softball history. And they came back and they won the SEC, and they made it to the championship game of the SEC tournament back to Oklahoma City. Like, I thought it was a great year. What was your perspective? What did you think of this past season for OU softball?
Oh yeah, I think they exceeded all expectations because everybody knew
Mm,
they were going to have a really young team. They graduated really, really great softball players, and I just think they made it past all those expectations and they went out there and showed, yeah, we're young, but we're still, Oklahoma.
Well, this recruiting class that you're coming in with is just, it's insane. I mean, you look at any rankings that are out there, and it's just a bunch of top 10, top 15 players everywhere. I want to ask you about each one individually, kind of the relationship that you've been able to form with them, and also what you think about them as a softball player. And you're playing this summer with Lexi McDaniel. So, what do you think about Lexi, and what is OU getting with Lexi McDaniel as a softball player?
Lexi's my best friend. I mean, when I see her, it's just we're together at all times, and I can't wait to spend the next 4 years with her, and I'm just super excited. And what she's going to bring to the table is an absolutely phenomenal bat and glove. I mean, I've never seen somebody hit the ball harder than her. I mean, when we're practicing against each other and I have to pitch, I am genuinely not going to throw that anywhere outside because I do not want her to pull it back at me. I mean, I'm really excited for her career.
Well, I was watching highlights of Kai Minor, and all she's doing is robbing home run balls in center field. Nobody's Jada Coleman, but I see some of those plays. I'm like, that looked kind of Jada-esque out there. Tell us about Kai Minor, what kind of person she is, and what kind of softball player that Kai is.
Oh, Kai is absolutely amazing. She's the sweetest person I've ever met. I mean, I am super excited to spend the 4 years with her as well. I mean, I could really see her and I getting super close. She's a really great teammate for the time I've spent with her. I mean, I played against her a couple times, and I'm telling you, there's no ball that's going to drop in the outfield when she's out there. She is, I mean, one minute she's over here, the next she's in right center catching a ball. I mean, you really don't know. And she's also the type of girl, she's not going to get out at the plate. Like, no matter what, she is going to put bat on the ball.
What about Kendall Wells, the best catcher in this class? It seems like she's going to throw everybody out, hit a ton of home runs, hit the ball hard every single time. How much have you gotten to know Kendall? What's that relationship like? And again, tell us what you think about her as a softball player.
Kendall is the funniest person I've ever met. She's probably going to be the jokester of the group because I mean, her personality is just amazing. She's also a great teammate, and her arm is absolutely amazing. I got the chance to play shortstop at a couple of camps while she was catching, and every runner that ran on her, there was no shot. I mean,
Yeah.
she is amazing, and she does hit the ball really, really hard. I mean, she's just great all around.
I'm really excited to see Berkeley Zakay in the circle. I think that she absolutely has a chance to play as a true freshman like the rest of you. But, you know, coming from a pitcher and also you'll play the infielder as well. But what do you like about Berkeley's game?
I mean, she's just a phenomenal pitcher. She has great stuff. I mean, she has the speed. She has the athleticness out of the circle. I mean, she is just an all-around athlete that you look for in pitching. I mean, hitting against her, you never know what's going to come. She has all the stuff, and I'm really excited to see where that goes.
You know, hearing you talk about all the other players coming in with you, it's not, hey, I've heard your name and I follow you on social media. And once we get to Norman, this is the first time we've ever met. Like, it kind of seems to me that this is already a really tight knit group and you haven't officially got to Oklahoma yet. Yeah. So, what do you think that there is an advantage of that? And if so, what is the advantage of this incredible class coming in and you already know each other and you're telling me that you're best friends with some of these players already?
I mean, I think it's super important to have team chemistry. I mean, the better you get along with your teammates, the better you're going to play on the field. So I think for me, it was super important to get to know all of the girls kind of on a personal level. And I'm close with, I wouldn't say close, but I have had a few conversations with Cheney Helton. I mean, I think it's super important to get to know the girls before I do step on a field with them. And that's just super important for me. That's one thing I did really love about OU is it is a big family. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody gets along. I mean, that's one thing I really, really loved.
Yeah, and that's a constant with everyone. Even kids in the 2026 class are saying the same thing. It's just a family for sure. What about you? What would you tell if an OU fan wanted to know what are we getting with Allyssa Parker as a player? What would your response to that be?
I don't I don't know how to answer that one. I would probably say they're gonna get a lot of effort out of me. I mean, I go 100% when I'm out on the field. I mean, I work my butt off when I'm pitching. I mean, I do anything I can to get on base when I'm hitting. That's it. I just really try to do all I can to help my team.
Is the immediate plan for you? I know the long term is, but is the immediate plan for you as a true freshman to both pitch and play a position as well?
I'm going to try. I'm going to put my best effort out there in the fall, try and show my skills. I'm also going to try to hit because I have been working my butt off with that. I am just going to go out there and give my all during the fall and see where I end up in the spring.
Well, it's really cool that you said that you got your first ever call from Patty Gasso while you were in church. And as you know, this is a program that for a long time has worn their faith on their sleeve. And I love it, and so many other people. It's one of the reasons I think that people love OU softball so much. So for you, how big of a draw was that for you? Like outside of the winning and outside of the development, the fact that this is a faith-driven program and it has the championship mindset. What did that mean to you, knowing that and seeing that throughout the recruiting process?
It was a really top. I don't know how to explain it. It was just amazing to know that they do that, and I have seen that over the years that they do wear their faith on their sleeve. They put everything. They put their trust into God. I mean, it is absolutely amazing to see a team that does that. And one
Mhm.
thing that I really, really loved is even if their beliefs aren't on that side, Coach Gasso doesn't force anything. I mean,
Mhm.
she is a Christian herself, but she doesn't force her team, to go into that belief. And I think it's awesome. And the girls still get along even if so I think it's really great.
Well, you said a few minutes ago about Jin Roach being the best, pitching coach in the country. You'll hear no argument from me, and I think the stats and the accolades that OU's had kind of speak for themselves. I don't know her. Clearly, you do, but she just always seems so calm, cool, and collected. Like, she goes to a visit in the circle. It's just all calm. Everything's okay. Like, just kind of mannerisms and how she is as a pitching coach. Like, what have you kind of noticed that you're probably going to see from Jen Rocha? What kind of pitching coach is she?
Oh, she's just always believing. Like, even if you're having a bad day, she is that type of pitching coach. She's going to come up and she's going to tell you, you're okay. Like, she is going to give you reassurance, and that is something that I really, really love about her. She's always going to be calm, even in the highest intensity moments. I really love her. And I mean, I've been pitching at camps with her for years now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just really fell in love. She's really similar to my pitching coach that I have here. Of course, she's at the college level, but like their mannerisms and their attitude is almost the exact same, and I really love it.
Maybe JT a little bit more animated on game day, if that's fair to say. And if you want to say that Jim is the best pitching coach, well, I'd agree. But I'd also say JT probably the best hitting
Oh
coach that's
yeah.
out there. And again, the numbers and the accolades kind of speak for themselves. So, what do you think about JT as a hitting coach? How excited are you to work with him? Just kind of overall, what have you thought about him?
I love it. I mean, he does bring the energy. I mean, it's always, you're always getting something from JT.
Yeah,
But
there's no doubt
I
about it.
also have been hitting at camps for years, and every time I go, they're focusing on how your body moves and not just focusing on getting everybody's swing to look the same. It's
Mm.
really, your swing is really focused on your body's needs and how it moves. So that's something I really, really love, especially when I know, like, there's a lot of sciencey terms that goes into it, but it's awesome to see how that plays out in hitting and pitching and all the things that they do.
Last question for you. You're an Oklahoma kid, and now you get to play for OU, and that's a dream of I don't know so many softball players across the state, and you get to do it. So, how much does it mean to you that yes, you're going to Oklahoma to play softball, but you're also an Oklahoma kid? Does that add any sort of a special element for you?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to represent my home state. I mean, it honestly it means the world to me, and I am super grateful for the opportunity to do this. I'm just really excited, and I think it's going to be a great 4 years with all of my teammates.
I agree. It's going to be a fantastic 4 years. Can't wait to see you in fall ball, and there'll be 2,000 people at a fall ball game later on this year, which is crazy. But Allyssa, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck this summer, and best of luck in your OU career. I know I speak for everyone when I say that we're really, really excited about your future.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.